Okay, so I am going to be making the watch list video here on the chat today because it was not working out for me this morning to live stream. So we have the S&P futures pulled up, and you can see that it is trapped right between these two moving averages, which is how it started the morning and it's how it's ending the day. So that makes it really, really, really tough to make a watch list, which is kind of not my favorite thing because then it's trading in a range. So I was looking for potential swing trades for tomorrow, and I didn't find any setups because everything's in a range trap between moving averages, and I had Boeing on and it just tanked. And that's why I hate making watch lists over a weekend with a holiday because you never know how it's going to show up the next day. So we'll take a look at some other stocks. We'll take a look at CNWHF. And I'm not a huge fan of a high wave candle just because they're indecisive. And if you look at the 5-minute, you can just see that it didn't have a ton of volume, especially there towards the end of the day. So I will take a look at the hourly and see what the hourly shows. So I'm not a big fan of what I see on the hourly either. You can see that it had a triple bottom and then it sort of just went off. And I think the 62 cents might be what the play was. And it ran into resistance around 55 cents, and you can see it couldn't break and hold that. It just tapped the 62 and then it went back down. So I'm not going to put that on for tomorrow. And we'll take a look at ABEO. And I know that that was one that we watched all day today and that Dan saw on Trade Ideas. So it went up to 333 today. You can see the sort of head and shoulders pattern. So whether or not that's going to go after hours or continue up, I would like to see it get above this 319, but it does have room to move to 319 on the daily. So we'll take a look at the hourly, see what the hourly shows us, and it is overextended on the hourly because it's away from the moving average line. So it does have to potentially come back there. You can see it close the day with a red high wave candle, which is also not my favorite, but I think it's going to go down because look at this. This is a tweezer top right here. So I think it's going to actually head down and not continue up. So I don't know that I would want to put that back on again, but that's just me. So I'm going to keep going. ARDX. This is another one that Dan had talked about this morning. And this one I like a little bit better because it's holding its highs on the day and there aren't moving averages to sort of stop it. And it just rode the 9 all the way up, which I also like. We'll take a look at the hourly. See what the hourly showed us. Again, riding the 9, it is a little bit overextended. This one is easy to borrow, so you could play this either way, which is another thing that I like. Oh, hi, Dan. Which is another thing that I like with these easy to borrows is that you can play it up or down. And if it is overextended, it's going to want to come back down to this 9 EMA. So whether that is after hours pre-market and then it keeps going, or if that's tomorrow, that's something that you have to take into consideration. Let's just see where resistance is at. So it's going to run into resistance. Okay, so it's running into resistance at this 731. You can see the
buy low, sell high.
What's up, Lucian?
Or as Arlington would say, buy at resistance, sell at support.
Yes. And on this weekly, I like this bull flag, and then it shot up. So I think I am going to add this one on for tomorrow. And it's got the, oh, see, that's 813. I forgot already. Lucian distracted me. He's going to get in trouble. 731. Okay, so put
I bet
this
you
on.
Tom Brady doesn't get distracted.
No, that's why he has 6 rings. I bet you
Exactly.
I'm not Tom Brady.
Well,
Um,
that's all a mindset.
Lucian, stop it or you're going to get a spanking. he's gone. Took care of
I'm
that.
here.
I know I can see you.
Oh, you can hear
Man,
me.
you really. Well, I can see your name on there. Oh, stop it. You just.
You gotta practice. This is how you practice with multitasking with multi people talking.
Okay, yes.
All right.
Goodbye. Holding its highs on the J-ish. I'm going to add ish. Watch for resistance around 731. Okay, so that is ARDX. And then we're going to look at DCGD. Okay, so this one, it's trading at a high. Let's see if it's all-time highs, which if it is, yeah, it's at all-time highs. I'm not even going to look at that. I don't like that, especially with the market trading in a range. Don't like it. And you can't short it. So nope, I'm skipping that. So we're going to take a look at CDTX. And nope. That's funny, Creed. I'm not putting that on. QHC. Okay, so this, you can see this FU pattern on the 5-minute. Let's see what happened. It tested VWAP and then it went back up. It does have to get above this 137. If it does, it's going to have resistance at 188 and then at this 224. Now let's take a look at the hourly. What does the hourly show us? Okay, so it did stay above this 200 on the hourly, which I like, and you can see it's kind of kind of a cupish pattern. It's not perfect, but it is. And it's kind of a hammer off of this 200. I just don't like the big wick, but it also looks like it's trying to cup and it has a double bottom. So if it can get above this 50, it's got room to go. So I will put that on for potential. And just remember that if they don't go tomorrow, it can go another time. We put them on for a reason. So we've got a double bottom on the hourly. Was it? No, it was the daily. The daily. And if price can break the 50 SMA, watch for resistance around 188 and 200 SMA. All right, so that is QHC. Let's take a look at NETE. Okay, so this one, you can see it had a bull flag. It tried to break out. It's got resistance at 630. It tried to get to 650. It couldn't. So let's see. You can see you sort of have this V bottom, but you also have this FU right here. So let's look at the hourly. See what the hourly shows. Okay, so it is a little overextended on the hourly with the RSI. Does have this double bottom and it's going to run into a 737 resistance. If it can get above, let's see where this is, 632. So it tried. I don't like this one. So I think if I'm not comfortable with it, I'm not going to force it onto the watch list. I've tried that before. It never works for me. HDSN, I'm not putting that on. You can see that it couldn't break above this 9 EMA, so I do not like that. Let's take a look at IMLFF. Why do I feel like I had this on the watch list for today? I don't know. I don't think I did, but you can see that it had this death cross here. That's right, right? correct me if I'm wrong, is it the death cross when the 50 crosses below the 200? Or is it the golden cross? I think the golden cross is when the 50 crosses above. So I think this is a death cross, which is a bearish signal, but it's going up. So, okay. Okay, so yeah, it did have this death cross, but it's going up. So that would actually make me personally, because I like trading with indicators a little bit. Oh, and I'm looking at the weekly, and that could be why. Makes me a little nervous to trade that, knowing that that's there. You can see a bull flag and it broke out, but it's going to run into resistance at this 200 and it's only like 2 cents away. So I'm not going to put that on because I like giving you guys stocks that have room to go. So we got NXTTF, which if you guys are wrestling fans, NXT is coming to USA Wednesday nights on USA. It's very exciting. I do like that it's holding its highs and it's got room all the way up to this 200. And it's sort of this bullish engulfing pattern because it is twice the size of the bearish candlestick next to it. Let's look at the hourly and see what the hourly showed us. Yes, Creed, you're right. And yes, you guys should have seen Lucian when Brock Lesnar came out at Money in the Bank. It was really funny. Okay, so you can see this sort of bull flag here, and then it's breaking out. So it's probably could have a continuation day, so I do like that. And it held its highs on the day. So I'm gonna put this on because I like what I see. And when Angel is happy, everybody is happy. Let's see. Bullish engulfing on daily. Watch for 200 SMA resistance. Okay, so that is NXTTF. Let's see, JASN. It is new theme. Would you guys like it if I did this in here whenever I make a watch list video, or would you prefer that I do it on YouTube and then upload it later? I'm just trying this out because I'm not used to having to interact with people when I'm making watch list videos. And if I'm going to live stream, I kind of have to get used to it. So I'm working on it. Okay, so this one has got resistance at 80 cents. And it's sort of the spinning top candlestick. All the moving averages are kind of tangled up together, but it looks like the 9 and 20 are making a bullish crossover. So I like that. And it's got about 20 cents to go, which is also nice. So you can see this cup and handle on the hourly. So I am going to put this on. If it gets above 80 cents, it's going to have room up to like 115. So it's got some room to move, which I like. And I like that it's a nice even number. That makes me happy. I hate when it's these little like 39.7. I just, as somebody who has a smidge of OCD, I just don't like that. See, cup and handle on hourly. Hourly. Watch for resistance around 80 cents, and we'll say $1 because $1.50 are psychological support and resistance. Obviously, it has some room past that, but people get a little funky when it gets to 50 cents or $1. Thank you, Lucian. Let's see. Let's keep going. Oops, EXK. Okay, so this one broke above resistance and stayed above it, which is very exciting. I like that. You can see this cup and handle, and it's breaking out. See, it's going to run into resistance around 320, so that's only about 15-ish cents. And then 335, so let's take a look at the hourly, see what the hourly shows us. So you can see this bull flag on the hourly, so I do really like that. Okay. Cup and handle break on daily. Low flag on hourly. Watch for resistance around 320 and let's see. Oh, it's 330. Okay. So that is EKX. Oh, EXK. Having a little dyslexic moment. AYYBF. Okay, so this one I do not like. You can see it has a problem with volume. I don't like that. I don't want to put a stock on that has volume issues because that would just suck to trade. KDMN. Okay. So this one stayed above all of the moving averages. Oh, I just like a stock that does that. That just makes me happy. Now, can it continue? We'll have to wait and see. Okay, so this is a double bottom. I really like this. Let's see, it's got 268, so around 270 resistance. I'm putting this on. I love it when it's a perfect pattern, when it's so clear. It just makes my life so much easier. Double bottom on hourly. Watch for resistance around 280. No, that's not what I said, 270. Okay. This is KDMN. Let's take a look at AXU. Okay, so this is also holding its highs on the day. It's been in an uptrend, so it's been a little overbought. It is overextended from moving average lines. You can't short it. You don't see any resistance on this chart, so let's look at the weekly. Okay. So it's going to run into resistance around 325 if I decide to put this on. Oh, that's the monthly. Do I like this? Let me look at the hourly. So you can sort of see this cup, but instead of like finishing, yeah, it's kind of cup and handle. The handle's just a little bit higher. So I think I'm gonna add this on. I do like a stock that holds its highs on the day. Okay, so cup and handle-ish on hourly. Watch for resistance around 325. Okay, so that's AXU. Okay, so right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 stocks on the watch list. So I'm going to stop the watch list at just 7 because I don't want to have too much on there. And like I said earlier, I was going through the swing trade scans, and with the market being the way it is right now, swing trading is difficult and there are not a ton of plays. And I'll show you the swing trade I had for today, which didn't work. We had a cup and handle, and then you can see that it just like did nothing and it went down. It's trying to come back up, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. So with the way that the market is right now and how it's trapped right between this 9 and 20. It started the day that way, ended the day that way, and it's in a trading range right now. So until it breaks and holds that 50 SMA, swing trading is just awful, is a nice way of putting it. So I am just not going to put that on there. And thank you. Is it, how do you say your name? PI6 Esther? So yeah, that is going to be the day trade watch list. I'm not going to go through the spiel that I normally do at the end of my videos because I'm in here right now. So you guys have already paid, which much appreciated. You guys don't understand how grateful that I can't speak for the guys, but how grateful I am that you guys take the time. Pigster, nice. Nice, like a flying pig. Maybe if pigs fly, the market will go up. But I know I'm going to end off going on a tangent. I always do. But the fact that you guys pay memberships and you guys come in to the trade rooms and do this every day means that it's possible for someone like me to be able to do this. So you guys have no idea how much I appreciate it. And thank you for all the times that you pay the fees and you come in and you help with typing in the chat rooms and doing all of that, because I don't know, this is the first time that I've done this, and yes, we all do the tangent thing. I'm an introvert, so if I'm not comfortable, like making small talk for me is like hell. I hate it. It's the worst. My brain shuts down. I can't think. Like it literally just goes blank. So my go-to is sports because I love sports and I'm super comfortable with it. So if I get really uncomfortable in a situation, I either shut down or I start talking sports. So if I go on sports tangents, then you guys will be like, "Oh, she's feeling a little uncomfortable about something." But yes, this is what makes the group so great. And I, for one, am super appreciative because as I am learning how to do this, since I don't have to normally talk to people when I'm talking stocks, especially like it's going to be different when it's a live thing and I'm doing this during market hours. It's going to be a little bit of a learning curve for me because I'm so used to seeing stuff after the fact when I have to present it to you guys that I'm not doing it in real time, which I can do it because I trade, but it's just going to be having to talk about it. It's going to be a little different. So I hope you guys are nice to me, or I'll just have to, I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I guess I work in a bakery most times, so I'm just used to people being, yeah, it is different in my head, and I'll get over it. I guess I'm just used to people being kind of buttheads when it comes to sweets and stuff, so I deal with a lot of, you would think working with cake would be fun. It's not. So I'm super appreciative that you guys allow me to do this starting one day a week. Hopefully we can up it to more. So before I continue on a weird tangent, I think I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. So it was really, really, cake is fun. People are bad. Oh, yeah, people are bad. I was it two weeks ago. Actually, I think 2 weeks ago today, this guy came in and he was the most horrendous person I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. And I used to work in medicine, so I dealt with sick people and I worked with a surgeon who was kind of a jerk. And I've never dealt with anything like this guy, and it was all over a birthday cake. And it wasn't even, it was a really good birthday cake, if I do say so myself. And I had a ton of other people try it, and they all agreed. So I'm going off on my tangent. Thank you. I really appreciate that, Dean. I really, really do. Because I'm a little nervous, but I know I'll get over it. So before I keep going off on a tangent, I'm going to let you all go. And I hope you
You
guys
did
have a
amazing, Angel.
Oh, thank you, Lucian. I was waiting for you to pop back on. I'm
Well,
just
hold on,
kidding. I
hold on.
wasn't.
Let's see.
What? What?
Your Rock's announcement does not concern Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Hulk Hogan. The Rock's big announcement concerns The Undertaker.
Oh,
Oh, did you see who's going to be overseeing the Universal Championship match for next week?
no, I haven't finished Raw yet.
Oh, I'm not going to ruin it for you then.
I saw something about the women's stuff, so I don't know. I didn't finish it yet.
No, there's going to be
Right.
a very exciting guest coming, and I think
Great
there's going to be some
job,
wrestling.
Angel. Amazing job.
I sound like I should do this every day. Well, I'll try to do it at least a couple times. When I work, it gets really difficult because I get interrupted a lot. It's like they know. And so when I am not doing it live, I can pause it and then come back. But if I'm going to be doing it live, you guys will definitely know when someone comes in. So if you're okay with that, then I will for sure do it whenever I can. I'm better than you,
It
Lucian.
doesn't matter if they're okay with it. Just do it.
Okay. Goodbye, guys.